Welcome back, everyone. Today we're in the Giants editor, and I'm Jewel. Hope everybody's having a wonderful day. I appreciate all the new subscribers. Welcome to the channel. As you can see, we're on the Jules Peaceful Valley map, and we're going to get back to work. I'm going to be working in this area. First, I'm going to go ahead and come back a little so we can see. I'm going to grab this building, if I can click on it, and we're going to get the main part of that building, maybe. Let me see. Okay, so we don't want everything. Some of that we don't want. We don't mind some of it though. We can get rid of some of it. Let me see what happens when I just click on this part. Okay, so that's good. Let me check around. That's fine. Alright, so what we're going to do is I'm going to duplicate this and we're going to put it over there. And it's going to become either probably a gas company, like natural gas company. And I might change up or get a different building for a power company or electric company. So we're going to hit Control D as in dog. Let it copy it or duplicate it rather. As soon as it does, and I think it did. Looks like it did. Let me drag it over here and see. Yeah. So it should have duplicated nicely. We're going to come over here where we want to put it. Now we still haven't done the groundwork, but we're going to hit Control B as in boy, left mouse click, left mouse click. We're going to spin it around at a -90, which will make it match the road properly. Whoop, maybe not. Okay, what's going on? So it's not a -90. Could have sworn it should be. Oh, that's weird. But anyway, whatever. Alright, so now we have this, and we can pull it back a little bit. I think that should be enough room that we can maneuver, and we gotta make the place go further out a little bit. Okay. I'm probably gonna drag it down a little bit more this way. Something like this. Kinda, not perfectly in line with it. And let's go back in a hair bit. Click on this sculpt mode area. Roll down a little bit. Click on this road. Control R as in Richard. Make sure we're on replace, and we'll put this opacity up, the hardness up, and the value up. And now we're going to click right here, and we're just going to bring it over and back. And we're giving it enough room because we got to have other stuff in that area. And we're going to go back up to the road, make sure all that gets to that level. Back over here and bring it back. And it doesn't matter about any specific shape. We're going to smooth off the edges with the right mouse button because that's on smooth. I like to get it smooth on out. We're going to smooth that right there a little bit more. And smooth this side just a little bit more. And we'll adjust these roads, like I said, as we need to. And we're going to come on down. Get over here and have a look. Okay, so you're driving along, then we're going to fix the sign, so don't worry about that. And remember, we're going to be working on the roads and stuff. So now, you can see the gas place is up here, and we can add whatever we happen to add that makes more sense for the gas company. It's a natural gas company, so I don't know what I'll name it. We'll see. Hadn't decided yet. What we're going to do now is get the ground right, the door with the ground. So lift it till it shows threshold. Maybe a hair more. Let me see. Is that too high? Maybe. Oh no, it's not. It's fine. Okay, look at the rest of the building. Make sure it's not too high. Okay, we got cement, so we're good if it was any higher. Okay. Now we're going to check this door. so it's okay. And check over here. That one's okay. And check over here. Yep. Now you will see that we're not high enough in here, because you can see if we lift it a little, watch what you'll see. A floor. So that means we do have to lift it up enough to be able to see the floors. So that's another thing to keep in mind when you're adjusting things, but it'll just have to be a step here, which is fine because people do that so that the rainwater, if it starts getting up, it don't come in the building. Now we're going to get rid of the CM and the buy and sell spot on this here. So let's find it in this list. Open it. Open this one. Open this one. Click on that, and since it's both of those, we're going to go ahead check the back side. See, yep, so we'll be good. That'll be it right there. And I guess in this particular instance, I'll just delete it. I'm just going to hit delete. I'm going to click back on this highlighted area and then hit delete on the keyboard. And now we can put our own sign later. You know, I'll make whatever I decide to do for this place. But in the meantime, I'm going to click back on it and make sure I got it in the position I want. Let's close that down like so. And I don't know if the angle is exactly the way I want. I'm going to measure it with this. Okay, so it's a little crooked. As you can see, it needs to be tilted. So we're going to, whoop. Well, is that concrete? Yeah. I'm okay with concrete for here for now. So we're gonna bring it out, say, to the front here, and we'll go all over this back part right there for a minute. And for now, that's good. Well, let's just get up here a little bit more. Alright, we'll worry about that in a minute. I'm gonna use this to measure, so we gotta click back on the building real quick. And then make sure the main group of it's clicked, and it is. And we're gonna tilt it. As soon as I can get a hold of that, there we go. Till it looks like it's angled right. And I think that looks angled right. To me it does. Let's check it again with this as a square. To me it looks pretty good. It may not be 100%. And I don't know why it's not negative 90 this time. Usually it's 90 or negative 90, and sometimes it's not, but usually if it goes up in these numbers, it lets it be just that, you know, so. Because this one was, oh, I see. That one wasn't even negative 90 on that one. That's funny. Okay. That's because it's in the main group over there, but we're not worried about that. Alright, let's back this up so we can see the paint a little bit more. We ain't going to do a lot, but remember, all of this is going to change as we do it. But right now, we're just making a basic area to say, hey, this is the natural gas place, you know. We're not worried about anything in particular being perfect yet. And some of this may shrink or whatever we decide. It really don't matter. That's good enough for now. Make sure this is covered under here. We can make it go over there a little. But what we're going to do is be changing things. So some of it may have grass in it. Some, you know, I can change completely if I get to looking at it and don't like this. But this is just enough. I'm going to hit save to say, hey, this is this building for the natural gas company, and this is the area. So that's all I'm working on right now. I'm not worried about decorating and everything, situating. I get the basics of things done, and then I move on, because we're going to be doing the signs, and we're going to be adding things as we go, but we'll have trees and things, all that stuff later. We'll have some flowers. We'll have, you know, grass. Maybe this won't be all concrete, you know. We'll do more decorating type stuff later. Right now, My main focus is getting the building in its place and saying, hey, this is this such and such building, and this is kind of about how big it's going to be for the area, and this is the basic stuff that's going to look like. Or maybe the road going in will be kind of like this, but we won't say, yeah, this is definitely the only way we're going to do it. For all I know, we'll make a road come in on this side and a road come out on this side, which usually is kind of how they do things like that. So this may totally change. So don't hold to any of this. And then you can see this road's going to be fixed. We're going to be putting down road and stuff like that. So, but this is enough to give us the basics of that road that we need. But anyway, so that's going to be our natural gas place, and we'll be able to come in, and we'll have parking. We may have some parking here, handicap if we make some handicap type stuff. I don't know, there might be some somewhere. And then we won't put nothing probably here. Most likely we may make this a little garden type little corner, flowers or whatever, and then you can drive around back, park, and we may make it a little bigger in case we add other things to this, like just stuff that maybe be at one of those places, but it just depends. And so then we'll be worrying about the electric company or power company, however you want to call it, and we'll probably might put it on the same strip. We'll see. I'll have to think about it. I haven't decided fully where I want that yet. But I'm thinking maybe down this road, but I'm not sure yet. It could be on this other road over here. But that's pretty much going to be it. It's going to be a shorter episode. We're just basically getting some of this stuff. I like this particular building, so I'm going to use it a few more times, but we're going to be obviously doing little different things to it. It's going to look a little different. I mean, it ain't going to be the same on every one of them. You can also just add other things that you want to do. If you hated this, you can bring in those brick. Let me see. These. Let me see. Duplicate. I'm not probably not gonna leave it there, but I'm gonna duplicate it and bring one over here just to show you some things, just different possibilities you can do depending on what you want to do. Control B is in boy, left mouse click, and you can do different things with stuff that have to change things up, and it just depends on what you want to do. And if there's other ways of doing things. It doesn't matter that goes under the ground, but basically, if you adjust different things, you could put two there, and you can build out things. You can also turn things, but you wouldn't want to turn this because the bricks wouldn't line up the right way. But different materials. It depends on what you're grabbing. You can also make a plane in the create area, and you can add that type of texture to it and cover things up and change things. So you don't have to be stuck with some of it. You can change things. That's my point in showing you. I'm not going to do it on this episode, but you can do different things that make it help. You could put this on the corner, this, and then grab some of those other pieces and make it like there's a brick on the bottom of this, like the front of this is brick, Just really depends. You can take a little half piece of that wall and finish it out to here at that level, and then take a little smaller piece of it and put it here, then put another column over there. And, you can just do different things. I'm going to leave that one for now. We'll probably move it unless I decide to use something like that. But I'm just showing you some examples of things you can do to change some of your stuff. There's multiple ways. It depends on the building you got. Some of them you can do the doors. Some of them you do. There's potentially some windows. There's garage doors on some. There's just different things you can do with some of these buildings. The signs you can change. Some of the buildings break down like they're in sections, so you can do that. Some of them don't though. Like I wish this piece would come off of this building, and then you could use that. And I would like to make that like a whole bunch of different ways, But You know, it just depends on what they got, and in that case, it don't do that. But anyway, I guess we're going to call that episode here. I don't want the video too long, and we're just basically going down the line every little bit and getting our next thing, and we're just trying to knock out a bunch of buildings, and then we'll move on to different things, either roads, or we may do the housing, get some of that situated, or what have you. But we got a lot going on, as you can see. So if you hadn't seen some of this, go and look back at my episodes and you can see me doing some of this. I have a playlist of all that I've done, which is pretty much every single thing for the most part. Uh, so you can look at that. And I also do simulator games, so check that out. But anyway, we're going to go ahead right here and call that an episode. But I hope you enjoyed. I'm going to catch you on the next one. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, turn on your notification bell if you want to receive a notification every time I post a video. Goodbye, everybody.